Hello, hello. We're back for day two of Christmas in July. Mike here from Decor Steals with our live shopping event. You guys probably know by now, it's our live shopping video. You can shop directly from the video. I'll try to feature each of the products we're talking about here at the top. If not, you should have an icon at the bottom, shopping bag or view products. You can purchase directly from the video so you don't have to leave to see what we're going to show you on video. Or, hey, if you're viewing from social media, you can't shop from the video, just go directly to our site, decorsteals.com. Check it out. Day two, very exciting deals. Some bestsellers are coming back today, and we're going to show you them all. All right, so check it out, decorsteals.com after the video and check it out. All right, I have a special guest today. We have Heather from our team. She's making her debut live. So be kind to her. But yeah, just before I bring her on, once again, just encouraging comments. We'd love to engage with you guys, the audience here. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know how you like day one. Let us know what you want to see throughout the event. We have 12 days of Christmas in July, 11 days left. Very excited. All right, let me bring Heather on here.
Hey
Hello, good
guys,
morning, Heather.
how's it going?
How are you?
Good, thank you. I'm
Not hearing
coming
your
from
audio right now.
oh, all right. Now can you hear me?
No,
Can
still
you guys
not.
hear me now?
Sorry.
Oh,
Could be my end. Let me know, if anyone's having the same difficulties with Heather. But okay, Sarah can hear us both. All right, it's on my end then. Let me try to figure this out as we go through. But I'm going to talk through this a little bit blind here. So Heather, she's on our graphic design team. She has a few of the steals throughout the event. So she's going to jump on here as we go throughout the weekdays when we go hop on live. So you're going to see a lot of Heather during Christmas in July. So let me start. Hold on before you want to just I'll give you a second to introduce yourself, Heather.
Sure. So I'm one of the designers at Decor Steals. I'm coming from northern Wisconsin right now. So I'm actually in winter Wisconsin, which is kind of funny that we're doing our Christmas in July live from winter Wisconsin for the first one for me. And we actually did have I know we've been talking about temperatures and things like that in emails and website. And we actually did have a temperature drop the day of yesterday. So it was like 80 on whatever day, Wednesday. And Thursday I woke up and it was 48 degrees outside. So we really did have a temperature drop just in time for Christmas in July.
All right. I think you stopped here. I still don't have any sound. I apologize for that. Let me get into. You're going to blow me up a little bit here. Let me get into our first steal, and I have it featured already. So this is a popular guy. You probably already seen him next to me here in the video. But this is our 52-inch life-size Santa cutout. We introduced a new series, a new collection last year. Our Santa family collection. There was a Mrs. Claus. There was a reindeer, another Santa Claus cutout. So this is our most popular guy. He might be our most requested item every Christmas in July, every Christmas season. So we had to bring him back again this year. He was, the history on this guy, really cool history here. He was designed from a true vintage piece from the 1950s. One of our friends, our partners from Instagram, had this. We always loved it. People always comment on it. It was like a true vintage piece. We replicated it, and it's been a hit ever since. Like I said, he's 52 inches tall, 32 and a half inches in width, and 1 inch in depth. Indoor, outdoor use. You can put them outside, on your front porch with the rest of the collection. You can have them inside. What we do here at my house, we put them we have like a mantle downstairs. We put them next to the mantle, fireplace type thing. For next to this tree actually that I have over here as well. But yeah, you can get creative. I saw it in a couple different places. I'll show you a picture actually right now. And just to give you a good, or a video, I'm sorry, I'll show you a video from Sweet Cottage Charm just to give you another look on how people style Mr. Santa here. So here we have a video. Again, she has it styled, with the tree as well, the same tree that we dropped yesterday. But vintage Santa right there in her house, looking pretty cool. like I said, crafted from wood. He also, let me just call this out. He has a metal stand, so you can. Let me just show you that. So there's a metal stand in the back that's removable. You could use this to prop up and stand just kind of like freestand anywhere. Or obviously, if you want them against the wall, you can just remove the stand and just have them leaning against, a wall or fence, whatever you might be. All right, let's go into. Let me go into the second steel, and then Heather, I'm going to try to fix my sound so we can communicate here. This is a little tough. All right, second steel, also very exciting. Let me get back to this. All right, I just featured it, so you might have saw this yesterday. I'm just looking through the comments. How do you know who wins the drawings, winners? Okay, just real quick on the drawings because I'm gonna have a little surprise for you here. So the drawings, we actually picked 2 winners yesterday. They were released on social media. You should, if you were selected as a winner, Tammy Hall and Olga Sundstrom were the 2 winners from yesterday. We reached out via email. We announced on social media. I'm going to announce another winner right now, live, with the mailbox, and you'll find out if you were the one, if you entered the giveaway here. But check out, for future, we're going to have some giveaways, winners throughout the event. Just stay tuned to social media, specifically Instagram, Facebook stories. We'll announce the winners there. I'll try to recap it, or whoever's live, we'll recap the winners when we're live. But if you won, look out for an email to ask for your shipping address. I will give you a nice little surprise Christmas themed item. All right, so second item of the day, right back here, the mailbox. All right, let me stand on this side. So this is really cool. This is a brand new item. Decor Steel's exclusive, as far as I know. Gave you a little sneak peek yesterday, but this item is really cool. Very, very tall mailbox. Nice metal, crafted of iron. Just want to make sure that's right. Crafted of iron, yes. It has an embossed design finish to it. Let me show this at an angle so you can see that. The embossing throughout. It's technically functional, if you want to use it as a Christmas mailbox. It has this slot here for the mail. And in the back, it has this little door back here. Open it up. What do we have here? What do we have here? We have a winner. All right. So live on camera, here's our third winner from our Christmas in July giveaway. And the winner is Shayna Jordan. All right, Shayna Jordan, if you're watching live, congrats. If not, well, either way, we're going to be reaching out to you via email. We'll announce this one on social media as well, just in case. But yeah, congrats, Shayna. I hope I'm saying it right, for Shayna. All right, so let me get back to the mailbox here, check out my notes. So this guy, like I said, large. This is a very substantial piece. Indoor, outdoor use again. You can put this out front of your door. You can have it inside if you want. You can use it for letters with the kids in the neighborhood. It's 37 inches in height, 13 inches in width, 10 inches in depth. All right, I already mentioned the slot. I showed you the door. The door has a little magnet back here to help it stay closed. And let me just show you real quick a image from at Modern Farm Fam to show you how it looks on her front entryway porch. All right, there you go. So she obviously, has a front porch style little Christmas. Has some nice light up trees, Christmas bag, garland. But yeah, it looks really cool right out front. I don't know, where we might put this yet, but right out front door makes a lot of sense as a mailbox. So there you go. So, all right, I'm going to try to troubleshoot my sound so I can talk to Heather. I'm going to let Heather talk through the third deal. Let me feature it now.
One thing before he
try to
goes
figure
on,
this out.
one thing before he goes on to the third deal, and I show you that, something that I think would be really cool with the Santa and the mailbox is that you could use it for events too, like at your church or at school or something like that. It'd be really cool to use those in, if you have kids writing Santa letters, they can actually put it in the Santa mailbox and things like that. So you can not only use it at your house, but also use it in your community and at schools and things like that. All right, so without further ado, I have the third steel, and you can kind of hear it. There's these set of bells, which are really, really cool. A couple of details about them. They're about 26 inches tall if you string them out. There you go. You could take them apart, so you could undo the knot and then use them separately or in sets or things like that. But there are 4 of them. Let me put these down so they stop making some noise. They're made of, where are my notes? Here we go. They are made of iron and then rope, obviously. And then inside they have a little wooden ringer. Okay, and they have a really nice sound to them as well. When I was decorating them in our house, I was using them as, I could use them as a centerpiece, on a side table, on a mantle with like some garland. They looked really nice also, included with a wreath. And you kind of hang them in the wreath, either on your doorway or above your mantle again. There's so many different uses for these. Oh, there's my sound. Can you hear me now, Mike? Nope, not yet. All right, I'll just keep talking. I also used them last year. There was this like DIY doorway garland trend kind of going around. And I tried it out, which I think hopefully Sharon will share that on social media today. I tried it out with these as kind of like the focal point in the middle of the garland in the doorway, and it worked really nice. So these things are really versatile. I actually really also like them just to have them all year round, not just during Christmas time. So definitely check these out. Neutral colors, so they can go with anything that you guys have in your home.
I can hear you now, Heather.
Hey.
I'm gonna switch to my desktop. I don't know what's going on with the mobile, so sorry about that.
You're all good.
So I have some content. So I know you styled it 4 different ways. I don't know what you said so far, but that was very versatile. And I know you want, a lot of people have questions on how to like style things, or what am I going to use these for? So we wanted to give you guys a lot of ideas on how to use the bells, because they are always a very popular item. So where do we want to start, Heather?
I don't know. What do you have? Did you by chance getting the DIY garland video or not?
I don't have that one. I was saving that one actually. So
okay, sounds good.
4 ways to use the bell. So here, I'll start out with the centerpiece. If you want to talk through that one.
Yeah, so the centerpiece, I just used a really pretty green table runner, and then added in some pine cones and the is it poinsettias, right? The red ones, and then some little bells, and that was really good for either a centerpiece on a big dining room table, or it could also be just for like a console table or something like that, just to draw some interest to it. But I thought the green and the red, and then again the brown kind of neutral colors from the pine cones really helped it stand out.
Yeah, it looks really cool here in this shot. We'll move on to the next one, which is probably the most popular I see when people hang it, in a doorway with a wreath.
Yep. So hanging with doorway with the wreath. I kept it really simple by just adding that little ribbon, the velvet ribbon, but you could definitely dress it up more or use it on like a green wreath, and it would really stand out and pop out. But yeah, it's a very easy, welcoming. Also, it kind of is like a doorbell, right? When somebody opens the door, you can hear them coming in. So you know it's coming.
Very true. Very true. All right. Maybe the second most popular is hanging on a banister.
Yeah, so the banister is super nice. Again, you can use garland. You can use like a really nice red bow would look really beautiful on it. Yeah, it's very easy and simple. I just used our banister is wood, so we just used a little nail and tacked it in there, and it held up just perfect. So, yeah.
All right, and your final idea here is using it on a basket.
Yeah, so that's one of our blanket baskets that we have in the house. And just to dress it up for the holidays, I thought it would be really cute to add, again, that velvet bow. And here I just took off one of them. So you don't have to use all 4 together. You can separate them and use them in different parts of your home.
Yeah, that was a good idea. Now, did you go through dimensions and everything like that?
I believe I did, but I'll say it one more time. So they're 26 inches tall, made of iron, and then they have the rope. And then again, those little wooden ringers inside to give you that nice little sound. So.
And again, I don't know if you mentioned it, but nice rustic, neutral appeal to these. We showed you some similar neutral items yesterday that kind of, if you're not into the bright, the reds, the greens, the Santa guys, you kind of go a little more neutral, a little more toned down. These are perfect. They style very well with the tree that we dropped yesterday, and probably our flash deal from today that we'll give you a little sneak peek from. Hi, just going through comments. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Liz. Thanks for all the comments here. Deborah has the entire vintage family. Yeah. So I don't know if you saw. I have the one just to give you a sneak peek. I don't have Mrs. Claus up here, but I do have the dear friend. He's not. He hasn't dropped yet, or she hasn't dropped yet. But this is part of the cutout family here with Santa.
One thing to note about those too is that they're super easy to put together. They do come in a couple different pieces, or at least 2 pieces, but they're really easy to put together. So, I think it was my 4-year-old helped me put them together last year, so she was good.
Yep, there's a couple screws really, and they kind of like slide together. Really, really easy, and they all come with the stands that you can have freestanding anywhere, or just lean them up against the wall. But yeah, really, really cool collection that we have going for Christmas. All right, so let's get into the final item that I want to show you today. Going to give you guys, again, we like to do this on these lives just to give you a little treat for joining us. A little sneak peek, first dibs at today's flash. This has not been released yet to the public. So everyone else is not on live is going to see this drop around 12:30. You guys have first dibs on it. You might recognize this from a couple of different places. One is we released this last year, huge hit. This reindeer, bronze reindeer, we call it the majestic deer head sculpture, actually. Nice distressed, I guess I would say bronze finish, right? Would you call it bronze, Heather?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Made of resin and iron. The antlers are made of cast iron. It's pretty large, nice statement piece, for styling it on a console table, as a centerpiece somewhere. As you can see here, it really just stands out in at rustic wild arrows setting here. It has pads on the bottom, so if you place it on a table or anything like that, you don't have to worry about it scratching up the table. You might also recognize this because this is a popular dupe from our house. Our house sold this guy very similar for $699. All right, so you probably know by now we're not going to be anywhere near that price. All right, so don't worry about that. But that's where the inspiration came from. We were able to bring this to you for a very affordable price, just like every one of our steels. And really excited to bring this back this year because I know a lot of people missed out and were requesting it. Can you show the Christmas tree tapestry? Liz, okay. Let me see if I can. That was yesterday's flash. Let me see.
I'll have it.
Oh, you do?
When I'm in person, yeah.
Yeah,
we're up north this week. One thing I liked about how Holly styled the deer for today too is like she just put on a riser and then put that wreath around it, and it really kind of dressed it up for the holidays, because that's something too that you could keep out year round. It wouldn't just have to be for Christmas. So I thought that was a really nice idea to dress it up for the holidays.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so let me show you. I do have the video from yesterday. So this is Heather again, just doing a fun little reel, styling the wall tapestry from yesterday. So this was yesterday's flash. Brand new Decor Steels exclusive item, massive 8.5 foot tall Christmas tree wall tapestry. Janet gave you a couple of ideas yesterday. If you don't have, like I have mostly 8 foot walls. I have a couple, larger walls in my house, but mostly 8 foot walls. So, you don't have to worry about that. You can, you can cut it, but if you don't want to cut it, you can kind of roll the top and the bottoms and make that scroll look to it. If you put,
I wish I would have done that. I might try it when we get home. I think that'd look really cool. And you could even put like garland over the top of it too, like if you used a dowel to hold it up.
Yep.
That'd be really cool too.
Yep. And just to hang, it comes ready to hang with 4, what do you call those? The
grommets?
The grommets. 4 grommets, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom to hang. It's very lightweight. It's made of like a thick paper Liz, just put a comment here concerned about it being made of paper. Can you talk about the material a little bit? Because I haven't like physically touched it to talk.
Yeah. It is paper, but it's like it's sturdy. It's almost like a mix between paper and canvas, I felt like it's thinner than canvas but thicker than paper, and it has like these natural wrinkles in it which make it look really nice and that vintage kind of look. I was pretty, I mean, I let it unroll and I didn't have any tears or anything like that. My kids also were helping like move it around and hang it up and stuff, and we didn't have any issues with it tearing or ripping or anything like that. So, and I actually in that video, I actually just used push pins, like clear push pins, and then hung the grommets on those. So, yeah, it was super sturdy. It's been up for probably 2 weeks now, so we haven't had any issues. So,
All right. Well, there you have it, Liz. Hope that addressed your concern. That was yesterday's flash. We still have some available. I can't say the same for all of our steels. I know the reindeer head candle holder. There was only one left this morning. I'm pretty sure it's sold out by now. I know the tree was going very fast. We only have a few of those left. So yeah, these Christmas in July, just like every Christmas in July, these steals are going very quick. So I advise you to jump on them if you like what you see here, because we can't guarantee they're going to be back. We try to bring some of these back for like Christmas season and October-ish. Can't guarantee every one of these guys are going to be back. So if you like something, don't pass it up, because there's never a guarantee with Decor steels that they're going to be back.
Real quick, in this video right after this, you can actually see the bells hanging in the doorway garland. So that's, again, another way that we style them right there.
So yeah, stay tuned. Social media. I think tomorrow that video is going to be released to show a little DIY on the hanging garland and using the bells as an accent piece to them.
Very cool.
All right. Well, thanks Heather for joining. And I know, like I said, you're going to seeing a lot of Heather, over the next 10 days or so. So stay tuned for more. Thanks everybody for joining in. I'm going to leave this up for another minute so you guys can finish checkout. All right.
Cool. Thanks, Mike. See you later.